kind of minor, but kind of not minor. They got Nemanja Bjelica from the Kings for Mo Harkless and Chris Silva in a move I liked. They kind of gave up two of their endless pile of switchy wings that can defend.
Yeah.
Didn't really lose anything there, and they got a guy who can basically be Kelly Olynyk, shoot threes and be big. Anything else to add to that?
He's basically Kelly Olynyk. The second he got traded to them, Kelly Olynyk was gone.
Yeah.
And that happened.
Yeah. So Kelly Olynyk was gone in a trade for Victor Oladipo, like you mentioned. Victor Oladipo finally on his way to Miami, as we have both predicted in the past, in exchange for Avery Bradley, who we said was going to get traded, Kelly Olynyk, and a pick swap. Now, okay, I want to hear your thoughts on this before I give mine.
Pat Riley is considered the trade deadline godfather, and he kind of just proved it again. What a steal. He didn't even give up a pick. He gave up a pick swap. What a deal.
That pick swap is not going to be conveyed. Like, their pick is not it's a pick swap this year. No, it's next year, 2022.
Next year. Yeah.
Their 2022 pick is not going to be higher than Houston's 2022 pick if it is something went disastrously wrong. So
Houston will still have a top pick too. It's not like Houston's going to become good. Yeah.
Right? So Avery Bradley, I mean, he's played on a championship team last year, but he's not playing. Kelly Olynyk is the same player as Bjelica. You get Victor Oladipo. He averaged close to 20, I think, on Houston, but his percentages were low, understandably so, on a team like Houston. Being the third option on Miami, possibly even fourth. Amazing. Play defense and do what Victor Oladipo does without the pressure on him that he had in Houston. This is a massive steal for Pat Riley.
Yeah, and he doesn't need to close. Like, if he's having a bad night, sit on the bench. We got Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson still on his team. Like, they have a starting lineup of Dragic, Oladipo, Butler. Who do you want to put at the power forward spot? They can put anyone at the power forward spot.
Iggy.
And then they still have a bench of Kendrick Nunn, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Iggy, Trevor Ariza, Bjelica. They still have a solid bench. They're still deep. They have all their picks, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't give up any picks. They already lost some picks in previous trades, but they didn't lose any extra additional picks. Great deadline by the Heat. Pat Riley is called the trade deadline godfather for a reason, and he proved it again.
Amazing. And I said the Bulls had like versatility in their roster and the way they could play. Just look at the 10 best players on Miami. You can, if you wanted to, you could run out like an all shooting lineup of Dragic, Hero, Duncan Robinson, Bjelica, whatever. Bam doesn't shoot, or you can run an all defensive lineup with Jimmy Butler, Iguodala, Bam, like
Precious Achiuwa.
It's just crazy. They have so much versatility. They can guard any type of team. They can score kind of against any type of team. I'm starting to feel a lot better about the Heat in the Eastern Conference, and I'm probably having them as like a top 3, maybe close tied, maybe ahead of the Bucks in terms of kind of the East pecking order right now.
Yeah, if they sign Andre Drummond, who's going to be a huge swinger, if they sign Andre Drummond, in my opinion, they can win a championship. That's how good and versatile this team is.
Yeah.
But if they don't sign Drummond and they get someone like a Boogie, they're probably just going to be right in there with the Sixers and
the Bucks, Sixers.
Teams that are going to get beat by the Nets. But yeah, they really recovered well. They're going to have a good free agency too, because Trevor Ariza is getting off the book, which is $15 million. Iggy's going to get off the book $15 million. Bjelica's going to get off the book $7 million. You spend that $37 million to re-sign Nunn, Robinson, and Victor Oladipo, and boom, you have your team there. You sign a bunch of veteran minimum, and you keep moving.
Yeah, and it's kind of flying under the radar how good Jimmy Butler has been this year because he missed so much time, was not an all-star, but he's been amazing this year. Bam has been his old self, even better than last year. This team is going to be super fun to watch in the playoffs, and I really want to see a rematch Bucks Heat. I really personally really want to see that. That'd be amazing. Thanks for watching. Listen to the Stretch the Floor podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and follow us on Instagram.